are going to, I guess, continue on this rig here. We're getting somewhere with it, little by little, you know. There's always something new to add and do. So, anyway, what I want to do is I'm going to add these saber strikes. I want them, you know, we do have the blinders in here. I think we have the blinders in here. Do we not? Yeah, we do. Cool. Um, these are going to be more blinders, but they're pretty cool. So, what's really cool about what I'm about to show, and I'm just going to pull this off to the side for now. So, when you're building rigs like this, well, let's pull this back. Let's say this is a full rig. Um, let's say this is a partial rig. This is one piece of a rig, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. What I like to do is to build them in segments like this so that I can combine them later into a whole show or an entire rig. Or if I decide, well, I like this element, but I don't want this element, and have these other elements I'm going to pull in. So it allows me to combine different components into one show and make multiple different types of show files and different rigs that might fit in different clubs. So what I'm going to do is I have a basic show file I made for the saber strikes, and so I'm going to merge that with this. So it's not that I'm loading a new show, I'm basically doing a merge show. So if you go to setup, and I think it's in their setup, yeah. So usually you would hit load show, and that's going to clear the show that's in your program and and load the new show. But if you hold down shift, you'll notice that it's import show shows up. So if we click import show, there's a number of options here. Now we're just going to go entire show. I'm not going to go into what each of these do because this is not a tutorial. This is more just a walk along with what I'm doing. So we're going to say entire show, and then in this folder I have the saber strikes. Yeah, I think this is what we want. And in the saber strikes, looks like I think I want layout 2. I don't even remember what layout 1 is, but and you always got to look at the dot. This is SBK, that's the backup file, and then this is the dot show. Dot show is the one you want, as long as you are continually saving your show file as you're updating. Otherwise, it's going to revert back to your backup. So we're going to head this in, and let's see, this is no group for ID. I don't know if that worked, but let's see. If we go to our programmer, I'm sorry, not the programmer, the layer. Yeah, so here are our saber strikes, and I don't know where they are in the visualizer yet. So let's go saber strikes, locate, and see where they are. Okay, they're in there somewhere. Oh, there they are. They're actually behind the wall. So as always, we go to our patch and figure out where the heck they put them. It's interesting. So yeah, if I hit saber strikes, there's 6 of them. I think they're like 3 foot tall each. I'm not sure if 6 is gonna fit in here, but we'll get them in. We'll see what happens. And then if we go to our view viz, so now we got to figure out how to get them into this rig. Let's go fit to room. They're kind of spread out. So let's see, what do we have here? X, Y position, Z. Our Z is -9, which is why they're so far back. So let's make this, I don't know. Let's just bring them forward, and let's just go -2 or something like that. Ooh, I don't know why my screen, the sizing of the keypad's all fucked up. Anyway, let's just do -2, and that brings them forward. So now you can see that that's where they are. So we're going to put them on the same plane as the back wall. Let's see where our back wall is, our room. If we look at, let's do side view, front view, side view. If we look at where, yeah, we want to put them pretty much at the back where this back circle truss is. We could move these back too. I don't know why we didn't do that yet, but that's not a big concern for me. So let's see, our circle truss. Which one is the circle one, right? Our circle truss Z position is -5.5. So let's try the selected heads. Let's see if we put the Z position at -5.5. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. I don't know. See, now it looks fine. -5.5. Enter. And that should put us close to where we want them. I actually think that's okay. I'm going to turn it off so I can just see it a little better. Okay, let's see, front view. All right, so we got 3 of these. Let's select them all again. The striker, right? And let's move them in closer together. So if we go to patch, I think if we hit fan and go to symmetrical, I'm not sure, symmetrical, and use the X position, let's see what happens. They should, whoa, that's funny, not all of them moved. Isn't that weird? Why aren't all of them moving? They should all be moving. Oh, maybe because of the fan. So can we undo that? Let's see. Edit, undo. Oh no, that's not gonna do it. Oh man, we screwed that up. Okay, so let's pick the saber strikes. I guess we didn't want the fan be symmetrical. But what's funny is the Z position is all the same. So let's take the, oh, we were trying to do the X position. Yeah, so let's go to the, this should be the same. So 1 and 6. Let's identify which ones are which. So it's so funny, they scattered them in there somewhere for some reason. Okay, so this saber strike, locate that one. Oh, okay, so we're gonna see how the numbering goes. So locate, so it looks like it's going across the bottom. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, and then it should be 4, 5, 6. Right, 4, yep, 5, and then this one, 6. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go back to our patch. Oh, let's select them. Go back to our patch. So let's work with 1, 2, 2, and 5. So it's going to be 1, 2. We want this one. This will be 3, 4, and then 5. So 2 and 5. And let's make their X position at 0 just to put them in the center. Let's see if that works. Okay, that's the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's put this at 0. That should line up on top. Okay, so that's down the center. Now, whether or not we need 6, I'm not sure actually. So that's going to be, and then the 1 is going to be, let's try -2. We're just going to manually position these. Yeah, so that's way less. So -1. Let's try. We're probably going to need minus. Let's go a little bit more. -0.75. Oops. I don't know that we're getting 6 of these in here. We might just get 3 and then 3 up top. We might do that. So X, and then the third one, let's gonna make this plus 0.75, so it's even. Right? Cool. And then maybe we'll move the other middle one up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll move the 5th one. 5. So that's there. The Y position is our height. So maybe let's try 3.5. That might be way too high. Actually, that's kind of cool. 3.5, and then let's put the other 2 at 3.5 also. So as you see, you know, the sizing is important for us while we're arranging these, so we can kind of visualize how we want to see them. Okay, so now, so the question is, we can either put them above here on angles to follow the truss, or we can put them on the outside. I think let's try putting them on the outside. So maybe let's move them in. Let's start with the first one. And we're going to start on our X position. No, not the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one. Our X position is way off. Let's just use the rotary. Get her in. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's change this back to 0. Was it 0? Shoot. Okay. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so we don't want that. We want the Z position of, which one do we say? 4. We want the X position of 4 and not the X rotation. Oh man, we got them all selected. Let's put them back, put them back, put them back. So if we hold shift, we get the fine tune. It's gonna put them all back to where they were. Come on, mouse, work with me. Okay, that's fine. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we really want to select number 4 only. So saber strike, view heads, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Patch and our X position. Let's move it in. We're gonna put it probably like right here, and then we're gonna rotate it on the X. I think it's the X rotation. So X rotation. Yeah, so we want it in line with the truss. And then I think we're gonna come down. So we'll bring our Y position down. Oop. Yeah, sometimes you move it a little bit and all of a sudden you are, actually that's not too bad. We hold shift so we get a finer tune of it. It's kind of cool right there. And now when we do, let's select all again, all of them, so that we can see all the positions in our patch. I think that we want to, so we're going to try to align this one, and what this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it's the sixth one, and we're going to mimic the fourth. So our X position is going to be 1.61, I think it is, right? So that brings it in. Our X rotation is 25.2. Oh, it's going to be minus 25.2. Right, and then we got to look at our Y position, which is 3.13. Okay, so now we got them in place. I like it. I think I like it. We'll see. Yeah, let's see what that looks like when we start screwing with it. So here's going to be an issue now. When we locate, there's beams. This isn't a fixture we want beams on, and unfortunately I don't think we get the option of selecting. So if I hit settings and go draw beams from static, right? Yeah, so that's kind of what we want to see from them anyway. I don't remember which ones are which, so that's not going to do it, right? So draw beams from multi-element fixtures, draw beams from static fixtures. So we're going to take this one off. We're going to hit OK. Let's go back to our front view, make it a little smaller. So now, so what we have, and I don't know, let's see the executor. So this is all what I bumped in from that program, right? And what you'll see here, we have a flash button. Oh, we got to clear it. Let's get it out of there. So we have a flash button, right? And so if we hit them, they're going to flash. These are like blinders, basically. The reason that they're red is just because that's the way it was programmed. There is no coloring on these. If you look at, there's no color selection. They're actually amber, right? So let's go back to our executor. So this is this is like a flash button on them. We have chases, different chases for them. Let's go in a little bit. Right, just so you can see what's going on here. So these are different chases. We have patterns. And like I said, these are more like blinders. This is a sparkling pattern. Yeah, I don't mind this positioning actually. It's kind of cool. Zoom up. What's this do? Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So one of the things that we have also is like an all strobe where they all just flash, right? Because they are blinders. But then we have an add. I have an add on it, which is an add slow strobe. So it takes the pattern and just adds a strobing effect over top of what it's already doing. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, I think that could work. And then if we were combined with stuff like, you know, the stuff we're working on with our hypno beams. Let's get this back to fit the window. Let's locate these. Right, so red. Let's see if, yeah, so these are still showing beams because they're not static elements, which is right. So if we had these and we had an up position, let's darken our room. I like a dark room and a bright lights just so we can see what's going on. It's cool. And then hypno beams, we'll put these, locate these, and we like our fan out, right? If we were make a whole red scene here, it's pretty cool. Backdrop for a DJ, and then we also have our shockers, which if we located them, yeah, they're blasting out. Are they leaving? Yeah, those are leaving beams. Let's see if we change that other setting, if those won't leave. Yeah. Looks like they're all beamed up, but yeah, so this is basically what we're going with for this rig, more or less. It's kind of cool. And like I said, these red ones, these aren't like LED chasing LED strips. These are actually blinders also, so it doesn't actually represent it well, but I think you get the idea. The shockers don't change color, right? Yeah, I don't think so. They're just white blinders. So let's clear out again. Yeah, pretty cool. So we can get some cool effects with just this alone. Let's put in, brighten this up one more time. Okay, let's put in a person so we get a little bit more scale again. Go to our patch, view viz, attach objects, insert. Is there people? Here's the people. There's the person. Man standing, people. He's 3 foot tall. We need to make him a little taller than that. Let's make him, I don't know, 6 feet tall. It's kind of tall. But yeah, let's do it. 6 feet. I don't know why I was thinking about that so badly. And then let's move him back to side view. Let's go side view, top purview. Let's go side view. All right, let's move him back. Z position -4, -3, I don't know. Where'd he go? He's behind the stage all of a sudden. How's that possible? The straight truss is at 4. Oh, because that's the Y position. 0. There he is. minus 3.5. Minus 4. Minus 5. Minus 4.75. So yeah, I can use the sliders, but because I'm using the mouse, it's, oh geez, it's a big pain in the ass because because they just jump, it just jumps around a lot. Cool. Now we got our man doing his DJ thing. Nice. So this is gonna be the gist of this rig. I think we can play with some positions, all positions. Let's go to our execute window again and see. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make an execute that is, I don't mind the 5 down. I kind of like that you can read it well. Let's try 6 by 15. Let's see. Let's try a new grid. So whenever you're adding new execute windows, set your grid size. We can try 16 by 6 and see what that looks like. That's pretty cool. That should be big enough where we can read them. Sometimes I make the squares so small that you can't even read what the heck is going on. So yeah, that's cool size. So let's do some positions. So we're basically going to make position Qs. So let's pick our, and we're going to do all positions. So let's pick our hypno beams. Let's just locate these hypno beams. So we're going to do a front position, obviously. The vises, locate them. So that's our front position, and that's going to be a Q1. Oh yeah, we even had playbacks that came in when we pulled that file in, so that's kind of interesting too. But let's do this. Let's record this into this Q. So this is going to be position Qs for these fixtures. So that's going to be position 1. Let's play with another position. So we're on the viz. Was it left? Yeah, let's just do up. Let's do up as position 2, and for the hypno center, far left. We don't like the far left, so right, far up. That's cool, actually. I like the far down. Let's see what left looks like. Yeah, left and right we don't like. Up works obviously also. We want, let's see what far down. Yeah, so let's do this one as a 2. This will be position number 2. Record position number 2. Position number 3 will be that. So it's almost like a progression. Record position number 3. For position number 4, let's change the vises. So that's up. We can do down is nice, but let's say up, and let's come more out. So we're gonna do, that's a pan, or that's a tilt, right? So let's see what happens if we just do a tilt. Yeah, that's what we want. We want like a tilt starting to come out. Cool, and I'm actually gonna record that into the palette first so that if we need to change these, we're referencing palettes, and then all we need to do is change our palettes, and then we're good to go. So we're going to call this half out. Let's just call it half out. Or it's called audience, half audience. Okay, so that's the viz position there. Let's do a further one with the hypnos. Wait, do we record this into our queue? I don't think we did. Let's record this into our queue. We always can delete it if we didn't. I don't want to lose it. So now let's go back to our hypnos. We'll move them. Let's try. So we went down. Let's do fan out. Man, that shit looks ridiculous. Fan in, fan out. What do we want? Let's see. We're going back to here. What if we go back to center with this? Yeah, we can go back to center as another position. So that's position 5. And now let's move. So we're just looking for different patterns. We're going to come out this way, go to our viz, and go maybe more tilted. Let's see. Oh, it's the wrong direction. So we're going to go with that. Right, and we're going to record this position as 3/4 odd. Record. Put it there. So 3/4 audience. Right, and then record into number 6. All right, the next is going to be more tilted, huh? Record audience. So let's do a DJ position now. We got to get it behind the DJ. And then there's this. So this is going to be DJ. Set DJ down. Right. And then the next one, we're going to move. Oh yeah, so we got DJ down. I don't know if we recorded that in the Qs, but we'll record that in the Q. Let's go back to our hypnos. What's fan in again? Oh yeah, so we got fan out. Let's try. Let's see. It's kind of cool when it goes against the wall there like that. Let's do this as an. Oh, I hit my pan. Damn it, I didn't want to hit the pan. Fan out. Let's do. Oh man, I hit the pan again. And out. Oh, maybe I didn't hit the pan. I thought I did. There we go. Record this as wall 1. I don't know. Doesn't matter the name really. B wall 1 for back wall 1. Right. Oops, we didn't record it. Okay. Record that into our Q stack. So that's 8 Qs. Now let's do something with maybe like a half and half, where we are going to fan out, fan in, fan out. Let's do something there, but let's take the top 2. So view heads, let's only take, so it's, which heads are which? Let's see. Locate. Yep, that's the one we want. And then the next one, that's the one we want. And then we don't want 3, 4, 5, 6, but we want 7, I think, and 8. You want to locate all, oh no, those are the wrong ones. So we don't want this one, we don't want this one, but maybe it's, which ones? This one and this one? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we want those. Position, we want to put those in. So what if we tilt them this way? Yeah, how far do we want to go though? Let's go pretty far. Well, I guess we can do one tilt that way. So then we're going to call this, and we want to select all of them on this and record it into here. we're going to call this, I don't know, just wing up. OU, let's just call it that. Doesn't really matter. Let's record this into another Q. So it's 9 Qs. And then let's do something with our, let's flip up a few of the vises. Which ones do we want? Let's try, maybe we do 1, 2, this one. Let's go to the middle two. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's move these up. So tilt. Yeah, let's put these out first. It's basically like blinding you a little bit. So that's going to be one position. No, let's go up. Yeah, I like that. Whoop, pan. What the heck? Pan. Nope, we want close to 0. Okay, record this. Let's make sure we record this as a position in here. We're just going to call it 2 up. 2 up. Okay. Now, what's next? Next is going to be, let's pick 2 more vises and move those up. Maybe that's nice. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's pull these vises up. So let's go to the groups. Oh, I think I recorded the wrong one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to record this again. And call this one 2 up. Because I don't remember if I did it right. It's like 2 up. And then I'm going to remove this other one. Remove this one. Yes. And then move this one over. Okay. I'm pretty sure we recorded that in there. So next is going to be, I think we want these 2. So that's like what? 1, 2, 3. So let's say 2 and 3. 2, 3. And then so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9. So where's 8, 9? Here's 8 and 9. And let's move those bad boys. Let's do a tilt. We could zonk them that way, but yeah, let's just do this. Make it a little forward. Whoops. There we go. And once again, we hit our pan, so we got to move that back to 0. It's such a pain in the nuts sometimes with the mouse. Because it doesn't like scroll around right. Nope, wrong way. So what's going to be cool is when we move, okay, whatever, that's fine. So now let's make sure we record So we have to make sure we're clicking the full group, otherwise we're just going to be recording those two movements, and I want this to be a full pattern. So then record, what are we calling this? 4 up. Set 4 up. Cool. And then what else are we going to do? We got to record that into the queue. So we have 10 cues now. It's pretty cool that we can get a good amount of these. So now let's go back to the Viz, or let's go back to the Hypnos now, and what do we want to do with them? Let's go back to center, and I like that. What if we go down? Yeah, that's cool enough. I'm okay with that as another position. So we're at 11. What if we go far down? No, we don't want that. What if we go far up? Too far. Left. It's not going to work for us, right? Not going to work for us. So let's say we want that, but we want the opposite. So I think we're going to move the tilt to minus 160 on the first 6. So if we pick 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know if this is going to work. So now we want to move this to minus 160. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Kinda. Well, there is no minus 160, but that's the idea, is that we want them. And then what about the pan? Yeah, so we're trying to get like a similar. There we go. That's pretty cool. I'm okay with that. It's not totally symmetrical, but it's close. So let's do this as another position. We always can hone this later. So we want to select all of them. And then record. Let's call this at audience. At odd. Okay, record this in here. Okay, so I'm going to clear out. Let's see what happens. Locate. Let's just make them red, because I like the red. Make it dark. Okay. We're gonna run this. Hopefully this cue is gonna do what I want it to do. But let's see how, let's go back to this cue. How fast is the cube moving? Let's just see what happens. We hit play. Okay, we're not moving through the queue because we have something in the programmer, right? So the programmer is overriding the queue. So if we clear our programmer, right? We get to see the movements go through. It's pretty cool. And obviously they're moving slow, but that's fine. So these are just the movements that we're working with. These are all the cues we just did. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice, so that's like a full cycle. I like it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. do like that fold out. I might do a mirror of that. Mirror of that later. So the visibeams, what do we go? Blue and purple and maybe like purple and violet. No. I mean, the reds are just dope. Just looking through the colors here. UV is just too dark on the screen. You can't really see it. Just looking at the different color gobos. I do like the red and the blue like that too, though. And obviously we're just being solid colors, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then, you know, add some. We go to our executor and go to page 1. It's pretty cool. I like it. And like I said, the cues are moving slow. Like we're not really. It's a pretty cool look though, just for adding those things. Oh yeah, we can also add to the. Right, we're just hashing out like some ideas. So if we go back here. Gobos, we can look at some gobos. So now you're getting more beamy stuff, which is really what those were all about. It's pretty crazy. Obviously the visualizer doesn't do it justice of what the gobos actually look like. But you can get an idea that they're not just straight lines. Cool. And then, you know, there's, what's this running chase? I'm not even sure. It's nice. It's just, oh yeah, it's just running through different chases. What other things do we have in the beam? Just curious. Oh, we have the different focus, right? The frost, the prism. Oh yeah, let's go prism. Does that change in the visual? Oh yeah, nice. So we got our prism rotate. That's pretty cool. And then if we did, you know, chasing of some of the, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is going to work out, like once I start actually programming. But let's say we did intensity program, dim chase, go to like a 0. So now you're getting a chase going on within these fixtures. Obviously we want to go down to like, I don't know, 0.5 or something like that. Yeah, so we get stuff like this happening. Let's see what inside out goes, center out. Yeah. So now now you start to see what, you know, what a setup like this could do. With just, I mean, it's really just like two or three different types of fixtures. Oh yeah, and then we also have, so let's add a bit of a dim chase to the hypnos just because we can. Add effects here, intensity, dim chase, we'll put it on, instead of 0, let's do 20 so it does do a little fade. Let's do, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's working. And then, damn, that's pretty cool. I think it's too slow. Let's go back to 0.5 on all this. I usually just do 0.5 when I'm, yeah. So that's pretty dynamic for, you know, a basic thing that we did in a few hours, and we figured stuff, you know, we decided what fixtures we're buying and stuff. I mean, it was all pretty Well, pretty much. Let's do some shakas. Shaka. Add effects. Dim chase. Let's try that. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Let's do this down to 1. And what the heck is going on here? Parts, none, 2s. Oh, we got it in 2s. So we could try to do segments. It's so hard to tell because of they're just flashing. Yeah, that's pretty wild. What I really want from them is I'm going to get them to chase around, actually. So, I don't know. I probably could do it with the even. And I have to screw with it, but I think you get the idea of what we were going for here. It's a pretty cool look. So, anyway, I think I'm going to stop there for now, and then the next step will be, recording more cues, more positions. We're going to do some color effects, some movement effects. What if we did, actually, because I'm still enjoying playing with this. Let's get rid of the shakas. What if we added a circle to the vises? Let's see what that does. Position, circle. And I mean, now we got some like ballyhoo stuff. Let me pull this up for you a little bit. Just so you can see the room a little better of what's going on here now that we got, yeah, it's pretty, that's too much room. Way too much room. Okay, somewhere in between. Yeah, pretty freaking nuts. Center in. Let's try center out. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? So that's really a real simple way, to get a pretty dynamic, almost festival-like look behind a DJ in a smaller room, with a handful of lights. Obviously, there's still a lot more programming that needs to be done with it to really make it look unique. As I'm doing this, I just like want to add different things to play around with. So, what if we did I don't know if I can do color. Can I do color? And do like a white flick. Yeah. And change that down to 0. So now we can start adding different colors in, and we can make this inside out. Well, let's do center in. Nice, that's what I'm liking that. And then if we change the parts to, well, not the parts. Yeah, let's change the parts to, so it's pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Okay, that's going to be it for now. If you got any questions or comments, you can write them down below. You want to like, comment, subscribe, see this continue down. I will eventually do a sheet of like what a rig like this would cost, for materials. Obviously there's programming costs, and there's also command, whether or not someone runs Chamsys or what they're using. But this is a fun little rig. I like it. I'm gonna save my file and say good night because it's pretty much 6 a.m. So anyway, good night.